SF Lex Luthor asks, what type of car is your favorite year, make, and why?
Well, my favorite car is obviously a MOPAR. If you're a fan of the show, you know I love MOPARs. I have a 1968 GTX with a 440 in it, but that's not necessarily my favorite car. My favorite car is a 1970 AAR Cuda. You can make it black with black billboard stripes. Gotta love those side pipes.
Jamie Klein asks, what made you become such a big MOPAR fan?
I became such a big MOPAR fan really through my friend Pete, who I actually bought my GTX from. It's nice because it stays in our friendship family. I don't know, you know, there's Chevy guys out there, there's Ford guys out there, and there's MOPAR guys. It's just whatever grabs you, and MOPAR happened to grab me.
Sean Bergen asks, how did you get into cars before you were ever on Overhaulin?
I was into cars for as long as I can remember. My dad and my brothers always had cool cars. My brother Zach had a GTO convertible, I think it was a 67, and my brother Clay had a really cool 1978 Trans Am. My dad always had Porsches, mainly 911s, so I grew up around a lot of cool cars, and I think that's how it got into my blood.
Chris Johnston asks, which has been your most memorable Overhaulin build to date?
Well, my favorite Overhaulin build was probably the episode where Chip and I flipped roles. He hosted the show, and I designed a really cool 1967 Coronet for the mark that was on the show that week. But the most emotional build would definitely have to be when we overhauled Chip's truck. To see his face when we gave it back to him in Las Vegas at SEMA was just absolutely something I will never forget. Usually it's Chip who cried. I think I shed a tear on that episode. Hey Velocity fans, if you like what you saw, please subscribe to see more great videos.